Okay, so welcome. So now in this example, we're going to do subtraction. Okay, so we're going to follow the same process. We've got two different denominators, so we're going to factor them into their prime factors and find the least common denominator, and then we need to multiply the top and the bottom by each fraction by the missing pieces to get the common denominator. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is factor the denominators. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we always look for a greatest common factor. So we're going to factor out a 2 here. So this is going to give us 2 times x squared minus x minus 12. Okay, excuse me. And so now this can be factored because negative 12, right? 2 factors in negative 12 that equal negative 1. So they're opposite signs. They're both where the larger one is negative. So the 2 factors of 12 that will give us a negative 1 are 3 and negative 4. Okay? So this will become these 2 factors. Okay? So that's this one. Now what about this one? Okay, so we can factor this one. So 2 factors of 16 that will add up to a negative 8. So they're both negative, right? Because this is positive and this is negative, so they both have to be negative. So in this case, it's going to be 4 times 4. Okay, so this is a perfect square. So this is going to be, x minus 4. So x minus 4 squared. Okay, so now what is our common denominator? Well, we take each distinct factor to the highest power. So 2 only has a power of 1, so we're going to take 2. That's the highest power of 2 that we see. X plus 3 has a power of 1, and that's the highest power that we have. So we're going to have x plus 3. And we have x minus 4, and the highest power of x minus 4 is 2. So this is going to be our lowest common denominator. So now, we just have to rewrite these 2 expressions with this as a denominator. So over here, we're missing what? We're missing one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as 3x times, because now I have to multiply the top and the bottom by x minus 4. So I'm going to multiply the top by x minus 4 and multiply the bottom by x minus 4, and I get this. And then I'm going to do minus. Now over here I've got the x minus 4 squared, but I'm missing these 2 pieces. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by 2 times x plus 3. So I'm going to get x minus 1 times x plus 3 times 2 over 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 4 squared. Okay, so now we've got common denominators. So now all I have to do is subtract across the top and keep the bottom. Okay, so what happens here? I'm going to get 3x times x minus 4 minus 2 times x minus 1 times x plus 3 all over 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 4 squared. Okay? So now at this point, now I'm just going to simplify the numerator and see how far I can go. I'm going to leave the denominator alone, but I'm going to simplify this and see what I get. So let's go back to the top, because I don't need this stuff anymore, and see what I get. So I'm going to get I'm going to simplify this and say, okay, I get 3x squared minus 12x minus what? 2 times, this is going to give me x squared yeah, let's do it. So this is going to give me x squared and I get 2x minus 3 all over 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 4 squared. Okay, so now what else happens here? Okay, let's continue. So this is going to be a plus negative because I'm going to distribute the 2, but there's a subtraction here. So I'm going to make it into a plus negative so that I don't make any sign mistakes. So now I'm going to simplify this to 3x squared, not cubed, minus 12x. Now, I'm going to distribute the negative 2 across the 3 terms here. So this is going to be minus 2x squared minus 4x plus 6. And again, I'm just going to carry the denominator down. Okay, now I'm going to combine like terms up on the numerator. So I've got a 3x minus a 2x squared. So 3x squared minus 2x squared gives me an x squared. And then I've got a minus 12x minus 4x, which gives me a minus 16x. And then I've got a plus 6. Okay, all over 2 times x plus 3 times x minus 4 squared. Okay, so now, can this be factored? I wonder. Well, let's see what happens. Well, are there 2 factors of 6 that will give me negative 16 when I add them? And there isn't. Nope. So this is not factorable. Okay? So we're done. This is what the final answer will look like. And so sometimes we'll get something that looks, once we simplify it, we get something like this, and we can't factor it, and we're fine with that. So the final answer is this. And that's the way we leave it. Have a great day.